We are live, guys. We are live, and we might just have some breaking news, guys. All right, now, this is not 100%. However, this is coming via Patty Pimlet's Patty the Batty Instagram. Okay? Excuse me. And on his Instagram, he recently tweeted, "I said yeah, he said yeah. See you at the top." That's what Patty Pimlet had tweeted. So it's leading a lot of people to believe that Patty Pimlet is scheduled to fight Michael Chandler, guys. Let's give him a clap. Let's give Michael Chandler a clap. Okay, let's give him a clap because, okay, he didn't get Conor McGregor, guys. He didn't get Conor McGregor, but he gets Patty the Batty Pimlet. And this is going to be a really, really great fight. Um, I'm really hoping Michael Chandler doesn't go and walk in there with all the cheat codes like that 12-year-old back in the day when GTA first came out and we had all the cheat codes written down the very next day at school. You know, that R1, R2, Xbox, triangle, O, R1, R1. Guys, Michael Chandler is the biggest cheater that I've seen in the UFC, period. In all of sports, might most likely, guys. Okay, but giving him the benefit of the doubt, giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm hoping this is true. I'm hoping that he actually has this fight booked. Because it guarantees that Michael Chandler is always going to be in a very entertaining fight. That Charles Oliveira fight was very entertaining. Okay. He's fought multiple people, and all those fights were entertaining as well. How you doing, Perez? How you doing, Perez? Hopefully you're having a good one. Hopefully you're having a blessed one. All right. Merry early Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas to everybody here. Okay. Merry Christmas. Hopefully you're having a great holiday and a happy New Year, guys. Hi. How you doing? Can you look at the camera? I'm almost done. That is disgusting, man. That is disgusting. I knew there was a lot of people out there actually, pleasing themselves to my lives, but I didn't think I actually, reach my chat. So you know what I'm saying. So that's pretty crazy. Hocus pocus, that's crazy. That is unbelievable, guys. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Okay. Now, going back to the that might be breaking news. If this is true and Michael Chandler is actually fighting Patty Pimlet, I'm excited for this fight. I'm very excited for this fight. Back, I want to say a few months, maybe more than a few months ago, but maybe a year ago when there was like early on, turbulence towards that, Conor McGregor fight with Michael Chandler. When people were like, "Oh, I don't think this fight is gonna happen for International Fight Week. It's gonna be canceled." Blah blah blah. A lot of and when once it was canceled, and the UFC did announce that, a lot of people, even I, was saying, man, it should have been rebooked with Patty Pimlet. It would have been a good fight with Patty Pimlet to see Patty the Batty go in there and fight Michael Chandler. And now the UFC is actually noticing their mistake, and this is a good move to me. Hi, man. Hi, how you doing? Eddie Spaghetti. Eddie Spaghetti, guys. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing good, man. I am doing great, guys. I cannot complain, guys. Okay, I cannot complain. I'm living better than kings were 200 years ago. So there's a lot to appreciate. Happy holidays, guys. Happy holidays. And cheers, guys. Cheers. But honestly, I think Patty the Batty uses this as a stepping stone. You know, I believe he uses this as a stepping stone in in my belief. I think he uses this as a stepping stone and beats Michael Chandler, and you know, finally breaks into that real, you know, real contender situation. I mean, when you look at Michael Chandler, happy holidays, cutie. Happy holidays. I'm just going from live to live, reminding everyone that Jesus loves them as he loves you. That's good, man. That is good. Peace be upon him. Peace be upon him. You know what I'm saying? Peace be upon him. But when you look at Michael Chandler's record, you know, it's not that pretty, guys. I mean, he's taken an L twice from Oliveira. Okay, he's lost to Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. His last win was actually in 2022, May 7th of 2022, when he brutally KO'd my guy, Tony Ferguson, and, you know, basically had him walking away in a stretcher. That was his last win, man. That was his last win. That was about 2 years ago. Um, gonna be 5 years ago now. Not even playing. Um, you know, gonna be like about 3 years ago now. Paddy the Baddy, though, I mean, all he has is wins, man. All he has is wins, man. You know what I mean? And not only that, but he was very active in when when Michael Chandler, you know, last fought. Yeah, when Michael Chandler last fought, um, Paddy the Baddy was just wrapping up his stint, 3 fights in 2022. Very impressive. Very impressive. All of them wins. He got 2 submissions in 2022 and one decision. You know, and then in 2023, he fought once against Tony Ferguson. He beat him. He beat my guy. So they you know, Chandler and Tony and Paddy Pimblett have similar opponents in Tony Ferguson. And then we got you know, we got Green, which he submitted. You know, summer of 2024. Oh, why are they calling you cutie? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I have no idea. You know, there's a lot of people out here that are just, you know, weird. You know, they're just weird, man. You know, and I tend not to try to understand it. You know what I mean? Because they don't make me weird. You know, so I don't understand it. But guys, like and subscribe, okay? Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So if you're looking at record, I mean, Paddy the Baddy is on his way, you know, basically on his way to the top. Basically, like he said, see you at the top. He's honestly on his way to the top. Um, what is he ranked? What is Paddy the Baddy ranked? Let's look at the rankings real fast. Let's look at that, shall we? Let's look at the rankings. Let's see where Paddy the Baddy is ranked right now. All right, let's see. Lightweight. Paddy Pimblett is ranked 13th, and Michael Chandler is ranked 7th. So yeah, I mean, if Paddy, I don't even know how he's ranked 7th, man. He's taken so many L's. I mean, I understand he's taking so many L's from people ahead of him on the top of the division, but that's just nuts. How is Michael Chandler ranked 7th? You should. Oh Lord, yeah. Paddy Pimblett beats Michael Chandler, and yeah, he puts himself in a great position right there. He might just replace Michael Chandler at 7th, and Michael Chandler might get kicked out of the top 10. That just might happen in 2025, guys. You know, Michael Chandler was hoping for a fight with Conor McGregor, but you know, after Conor McGregor having his whole situation, and you know, being addicted to drugs, and getting multiple cases in bathroom stalls, and now being, you know, liable in this civil case, there's not going to be a Conor McGregor fight ever for Michael Chandler. So Michael Chandler finally is moving on. He's staying busy. You know, he's fought the top of the top in Charles Oliveira, taking that L. He tried every single cheat code that you can have to even try to win that fight, but still didn't even come close. So now he fights Paddy Pimblett, and if this, like I said, if this is true, this is just a rumor right now, but if this is true, I say Paddy Pimblett beats Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler falls off of the top 10. You know, putting Paddy right. You know, most likely ranked seventh, and then you got Dan Hooker. Hanging around in sixth. So we got some interesting matches here. I mean, I'm still interested in seeing who Dustin Poirier actually fights for his retirement fight. That's also very entertaining and intriguing to me, because I mean, when you look at the lightweights, who's gonna fight Dustin? Is it Justin Gaethje? Is Justin Gaethje gonna fight Dustin? I mean, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if Justin is gonna want to walk into that fight after getting KO'd by Max Holloway. You got Max Holloway hovering in the fifth. So if Patty really beats Michael Chandler, and Patty gets a chance to break into the top 10. I mean, I don't know who he fights after that. Dan Hooker? I mean, Dan Hooker, like I said, Dan Hooker is ranked 6, so maybe Dan Hooker. Hey, what's up, Mars? How you doing? How you doing? How are you? Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you're having a great holiday. You know what I mean? Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to everybody. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We are going live and we're going to go hard. Pause. No Diddy. And now we got that big fight between Beneil Dariush versus Renato Marcano. So that's gonna tell a story. Yeah, man, that lightweight division is just stacked right now. It's just super stacked. There's so many people in this lightweight division that could be champion. Honestly. Did you start the stream? Did you just start the stream? Yeah, I just started about 12, 13 minutes ago, man. I just started about 12, 13 minutes ago. All right, and the topic of discussion right now is what Paddy Pimblett actually tweeted. Paddy Pimblett actually tweeted this afternoon. I believe he tweeted, I agreed. I said yes. My opponent agreed. He said yes. See you at the top. That's exactly what Paddy Pimblett basically tweeted. So a lot of it has a lot of people are thinking he's alluding to fighting Michael Chandler, and if he is gonna fight Michael Chandler, that's probably the next best thing that Michael Chandler could actually have, because like I said, Michael Chandler is not getting that Conor McGregor fight. Paddy Pimblett, he has a backing behind him, so. This is going to be a fun fight. This is going to be a fun fight. I'm excited for it. Like I said, we might just see Michael Chandler fall off of the top 10 this year in 2025. In 2025, we just might see Michael Chandler fall off right out of the top 10. Honestly, he might fall right into the 13th spot where Paddy Pimblett is right now, guys. That is the truth. That is the truth right there. But, when Paddy Pimblett beats Michael Chandler, because I do believe Michael Chandler takes this L. And if Paddy Pimblett, when Paddy Pimblett goes over here and beats Michael Chandler, I just don't see who he fights. Like I said, he fights Dan Hooker? I mean, Renato Marcano. I don't know if the UFC wants to put that on. I am just not sure. Why the question mark? What's going on? I'm convinced Pimblett has some sort of eating disorder. He most likely has. I mean, he most likely does have an eating disorder. That's just being honest. Just because, he does like eating a lot. When you see him, basically off of, training camps, When you see him off of those training camps, he looks very, very hairy, very, very heavy. I mean, the 155-pound division, he walks around probably at like, I want to say 210. I give Patty 210. Maybe even more. Maybe even 215 to be honest. The guy is big. The guy is a big guy, and yeah, he likes eating. He's a big boy. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, guys. Please like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up. I'm trying to build this channel, so help a brother out. Every subscription helps. All right. But I'm convinced, like I said, I'm convinced Paddy Pimblett beats Michael Chandler. If this fight is true and it is booked and it happens in 2025, which I wonder when it's going to happen. When will this fight happen? Huh. That's a even more intriguing question right there. He's not a weight bully. He's bullied by weight. Yeah, yeah, he definitely. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, I'm just looking at right. Ooh, who the fuck is that? Yeah, I just wonder. When do they put on this fight? Would it be put on for International Fight Week or something? That's possible. Maybe for International Fight Week they put Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett. But I mean, it's so far away from International Fight Week, so why would he try to announce that now? You know, we're so far away from it. But you never know. You never know. I've seen crazier stuff. Or, wait a minute. When is that card happening? Oh, okay. I think, okay, based on the schedule, Leon Edwards is headlining. Leon Edwards is headlining in London on March 22nd. Because the reason why I know that because Leon Edwards actually posted that and tweeted that he will be headlining in London March 22nd. So I think that might be the card where Paddy Pimblett actually takes on Michael Chandler. It might just be the co-main event. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Yeah, I think that just might be the co-main event, guys. I think Leon Edwards would headline in March 22nd in London, and I think the co-main event just might be Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett, guys. But who fights Leon Edwards? Now that we have figured that one out, who fights Leon Edwards? Who is going to fight Leon Edwards? That's even the bigger question right there. As a co-main event, Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler, I like that. I like that a lot. That's gonna be a hell of a fucking card. Notice how stacked the Saudi Arabia card is, but the fight night with Blades is mid. Yeah, let me look at that. Let me look at that. Let me look at that real fast. Let me look at that real fast. Yeah, that Saudi Arabia card is pretty stacked, man. It's really good. I'm looking at it right now. It's really good. You got some good guys in this card, man. Multiple guys. Like I said, you got Sherry Mogomedov versus Michael Venom Page, Israel Adesanya versus Imavov. I mean, some really really good fights. You're absolutely right. That card is stacked. Let me look at that other card. That wait. Yeah. I guess it is mid. I guess it is mid. You're right about that one. But who fights Leon Edwards? Who is Leon Edwards gonna fight? I'm still convinced. I don't fucking know. I really don't know. Is it Jack Della Maddalena? I mean, I wonder why they haven't even, you know what I mean, put that out there. I don't understand it. Why not? Put that out there. Put that information out there. Shit. The fuck is the UFC waiting for? Oh yeah, the UFC is waiting for absolutely nothing because the UFC don't fucking, they don't listen for nothing. Okay, they don't listen for shit. It's ridiculous at this point. It's crazy. All right. And don't get me wrong, that's a great card. That's a great card with Adesanya. You know what I mean? It's a great card, but I'm still pissed off that the UFC books Adesanya February 1st, that Saturday, right? February 1st, Saturday. And then they book Duplessis and Strickland 2 the very week after, February 8th. Like, why? Guys, why? You had so much opportunity. I told the UFC should have made Adesanya versus Strickland 2, and you could have had Adesanya and Strickland be the fucking coaches for the Ultimate Fighter, guys. I've been stressing that for the last 3 to 4 months now, maybe even 5, okay? I'm gonna fucking die on that hill. The UFC fucked it all up, all right? They fucked it all up. What they needed to do was put Adesanya versus Strickland, but now we got Duplessis versus Strickland when it should be Duplessis versus Chimaev. I'm just fucking confused. The UFC doesn't like me. You know what I mean? They just don't give a shit about their fans. Haven't heard anything scheduled for JDM. Yeah, I haven't heard anything scheduled for JDM either, man. That's the reason why I'm asking who the fuck is Leon Edwards gonna fight. It got me confused now, especially now that I'm looking at, the card in detail. And, I happen to believe, yeah, Paddy Pimblett will fight co-main event versus Michael Chandler in London when Leon Edwards headlines March 22nd in London, but I just don't know who he fights. I don't know who he fights. Is it Sean Brady? I mean, it would be smart for Sean Brady to take that fight, especially, in the position that he's in. He's only got 1 L, and that's against the champion. You beat Leon Edwards, that puts you right in the position, to fight the champion in Belal Muhammad. So there's just a lot of questions also when it comes to that welterweight division. That welterweight division is in good condition. The lightweight division has always been in great condition. The heavyweight division is in shambles. I heard today, actually, I was going to make a video about this, but I'll probably save it for another video. But I'm going to bring it up here. John Jones actually had an interview. I read the article. He speaks in detail of how he plans his exit out of mixed martial arts. And basically, he states it's all about the money now. You know what I mean? He could care less about anything else. It's all about the dollar amount. If you're not willing to put the dollar amount on the table, he is not gonna be taking any offers and signing any paperwork. You heard? And that's straight out of that's straight out of his mouth. Man, but I just wonder who Leon Edwards is gonna fight now. That's the bigger question now. Now that I know Paddy Pimblett is fighting, and he's gonna beat Michael Chandler, because he's gonna beat Michael Chandler, guys. There's no ifs ands about it. I'm not mad about DDP versus Strickland. I would have liked the Chimaev fight, but I don't think Izzy deserves a rematch with Strickland. Why? Why not? Why do you think Adesanya doesn't deserve a rematch with Strickland? Why doesn't he deserve a rematch with Strickland? You know what I mean? It's not like, Adesanya went in there and got knocked out and KO'd or anything like that. I mean, Adesanya went in there, he didn't have his best performance. He tried to stick in there, but it just wasn't his night. You know what I mean? That sometimes it plays off that way, But to say that it wouldn't be entertaining to watch Adesanya and Strickland as head coaches for the Ultimate Fighter, I mean, guys, what else would be more exciting than that for the Ultimate Fighter? Who else would you want to be coaches for the Ultimate Fighter? I mean, you got Strickland, where you know he's going to be entertaining regardless what he does. And then you got Adesanya, who's always entertaining with what he does. So it would have been good for TV. It would have been really, really, really good for TV. And now I'm lost. Now I'm lost. I don't know what the UFC is going to do with the Ultimate Fighter. But when you say, Adesanya is not deserving of a Strickland, rematch, I think that's a little, far-fetched right there. I think that's a little far-fetched with that statement, okay? I don't think I agree with that. Man, what's next for Kobe Covington, too? What's next for Kobe Covington? That's also the next question. I mean, does he fight Jeff Neal? Does he fight Jeff Neal next? I know there's been some banter with Kobe Covington and Gilbert Burns. Maybe they could put that together. Maybe they could put that together. Kobe Covington versus Gilbert Burns. Put it together. Why not? Old rivalries. Brazilian versus Kobe Covington. Put that in Brazil. Nah, I'm playing around. Good to be here. Hey, what's up, Dick King? Hopefully you're having a good one. Happy holidays to everyone. Like and subscribe, please, guys. Like and subscribe. It takes minimal motherfucking effort to give me that thumbs up. You might as well do it, guys. Okay, you might as well. He gets too many. He gets too many immediate rematches. But I mean that wouldn't be immediate. That wouldn't be right away. It's been a while since Strickland and Adesanya fought each other. You know what I mean? So and it puts them in a good position because they're both coming, from. Wait, Strickland is not coming off of an L, but Strickland doesn't have the belt right now, and like I said, it would have been great for. I mean, can we all agree with me where when I say it would have been good for TV to have Adesanya and Strickland be coaches for the Ultimate Fighter? I mean, what else would be entertaining? What more would be more entertaining than that? I think Kobe wants to fight MMA Guru. Oh shit! Hopefully not, man. I mean I know MMA Guru had Kobe Covington on an interview. I know that. But Kobe, MMA Guru, he has his ways. You know what I mean? He has his ways, and he says things right off the cuff. And yeah, I think I don't think another interview with MMA Guru and Kobe Covington will be happening anytime soon. I can tell you that much. And if it does, I'll be surprised. If it does, I'll be surprised. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to see Du Plessis and Strickland. I don't want to see that fight. I'm actually gonna close my eyes when that fight happens. I don't want to see it. I'm excited to see. Hopefully, hopefully the rumors are true and Paddy Pimblett is not, basically, fucking with us. I'm hoping, Paddy Pimblett and Charles Oliveira get to fight each other over there in London in March 22nd. On March 22nd. I think it'll be a great fight. I think Paddy Pimblett wins. I think we're going to see in 2025 Paddy Pimblett actually beat Michael Chandler and break into the top 10 and take Michael Chandler's actual spot. Michael Chandler is ranked 7th right now, and he's on a tremendous losing streak. His last win was in 2022 against Tony Ferguson. Guys, that was against a dead body of Tony Ferguson. I love Tony Ferguson. Don't get me wrong, but that was a dead body of Tony Ferguson. So Michael Chandler should take this L, okay, from Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett slides right into the top 10. Most likely takes Michael Chandler's spot. Michael Chandler falls off of the top 10 in 2025. We will see that. We will see that cheating son of a bitch fall right off, right off of that top 10. I can tell you that much, okay? So I'm excited for 2025. It's going to be exciting, guys. We're reaching that 30-minute mark where we move on from the specific topic. We could talk about whatever you guys want. So, yeah, man, rapid fire, guys. I don't have high hopes for Tough when they give us seasons like Grasso and Shevchenko when there were so many better options. My point exactly, man. My point exactly. I mean, when you look at the Ultimate Fighter hasn't been exciting in a very long time. All right, in a very, very long time. The lowest ratings was that Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler season, guys. Okay, that might have been the worst season ever. Okay, and I tell you what, the UFC most likely paid Conor McGregor a lot of money to do that, and yet it was not lucrative whatsoever. It didn't even bring, any fighters that we know of right now, that are relevant from that season, guys. There was nothing that came about from that fucking season. Okay, the Ultimate Fighter, that whole show is in shambles. And I just thought it would have been great to see Adesanya and Strickland be head coaches because I think it would have intrigued everybody. I think everybody would have had eyes on that tough season. But like I said, the UFC, they have something planned. They have something else planned. Putting Adesanya and Strickland, fighting a week away from each other, but fighting different opponents. It's just I don't fucking get it. I just don't. Sometimes I just don't get it, and sometimes I don't want to understand it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm not gonna bother with trying to understand the stupidity of the UFC and Dana White. If I see another fucking slap cup in Dana White's fucking hands, I'm gonna fucking go nuts. I just might go to one of these press conferences just to smack the shit out of the slap fucking cup right out of Dana White's hands. If I see one of those fucking cups again, that shit ticks me off because none of the fighters could go up there with their own, with their own company. If one of the fighters owned the company and they owned the company, and they, whether it was a energy drink or food product, whatever it might be, those UFC fighters cannot go up there with their product and place it in front of them for some upsale for their company. Makes me sick. Makes me fucking sick. Literally. Makes my fucking stomach move. Makes my bowels move. Fucking ridiculous. Let's see how much these UFC tickets are right now. All right, I want to see what these UFC tickets are. You can't buy a UFC ticket for that Mackenzie Dern and Amanda Ribas fight because apparently, Mackenzie Dern is, she's just too fine and her ass is just too fat. You know what I mean? To actually be affordable for you to actually get a ticket. So when you go to UFC.com and you go /tickets and you try to get a ticket for this event, for the Mackenzie Dern fight, you cannot get a ticket. The only ticket you can get is a VIP experience. And it is a VIP experience because you get front seats right there in Mackenzie Dern's ass. What more would you want? I think Strickland deserves better after having a close decision with DDP and getting another W. Wow. In Izzy last fight, he got schooled by Strickland. I don't know about that, man. I just really don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know what you're. I don't agree with what you're saying right now. I think you're sleeping at the wheel. Okay, I think you're sleeping at the wheel. I think when it comes to Strickland, that DDP fight was fucking atrocious. I did not like that fight at all. And then the very next fight that Strickland got into was against Prohaska, I believe it was, and that fight was not entertaining at all. That fight fucking sucked. It was most likely the one of the worst fights I've seen in my life. And I'm dead serious about that one. I'll die on that fucking hill. And now when it comes to Strickland is hilarious. Yeah, Strickland is hilarious. That's the reason why I would have wanted him to be a head coach for the Ultimate Fighter. I think it would have been very entertaining. I think people would have been laughing their asses off. But like I said, the UFC, instead they want to sell us VIP tickets to go see Mackenzie Dern's fat ass. And I got to tell you what, I might just pay. I just might pay. Let's see how much these tickets are over here in Inglewood, California for UFC What is this? What the hell am I looking at? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me right now? For UFC 311, starting price tickets, okay? And this is for the nosebleeds. What they didn't give him tough. Strickland will never beat Israel out of Israel again. I mean, I wouldn't say never, but yeah, yeah, I think Adesanya would have been good, man. It would have been a good ass fucking it would have built some real momentum for that fight. And it would have been good to see Strickland versus Adesanya. Man, the cheapest ticket that I'm seeing right now, and you know what? Most of them are sold out. I'm dead serious. Oh no, 11 tickets. Okay. Oh my gosh. So the cheapest tickets that I'm seeing right now, man, for row 3. Where's row 3? What? That's nosebleeds. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are fucking nuts. For nosebleed seats, they want you to fucking pay $570 something for nosebleed seats over there in Inglewood, California, where you're gonna be taxed up the ass, okay? Just for UFC 311. Look, UFC 311 is a great card, but I'm not paying $600, close to damn near $600 to be up in the fucking nosebleeds. Literally, the last fucking seats on the block, okay? And that's not even including food and parking, guys. By the end of the night, I'm looking at a $2,000 night, okay? Maybe even more. This is ridiculous. The UFC have over exceeded their fucking ticket prices by tenfold. I'm getting sick of this shit. Mackenzie Dern never fails to get mentioned. Mackenzie Dern would never, ever fail to get mentioned. Okay? Mackenzie Dern is so fine that I just might call up her man and ask him personally, for those VIP experience tickets. All right? Because I want to see that. I want to see that up close and personal. All right? I want to see it jiggle. All right? I want to see it wobble. You know what I mean? It's just, I can't lie, guys. You know what I mean? I can't lie. I mean, I like big butts and I cannot lie. The other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and that round thing in your face, you get sprung, baby, sprung. I want to get with ya and take your picture. I'm telling ya. I'm telling ya. When it comes to Mackenzie Dern, it's just, she's fine. Does Dern have a kid? I believe she does. I believe she has a kid with a guy with a mixed martial. Her baby daddy is a mixed martial arts fighter. I don't believe she's with the baby daddy. There was a situation with Mackenzie Dern and him. There was actual court situation happening. I guess I don't want to assume things. I don't want to put information out there, but there was a little situation with her baby daddy. But she has full custody, I believe, or you know, they co-parent with with each other. But Mackenzie Dern's actually she's moved on. She's in a relationship with another man, another mixed martial arts guy. But yeah, man, you know, what I mean, she might just be in a relationship with me next. I used to be in the nosebleeds. Now I made it to the nosebleeds. Trust. That Israel Adesanya quote is awful. That that Israel Adesanya quote is awful. I fucking hate it. Yo, that might be one of the worst quotes that I've ever heard in my life. Okay, and you mentioned it today. You've done it. All right, you've done it, man. And let me tell you something. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're past the 30-minute mark, so we could talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. All right, rapid fire. You know what I mean? We'll talk about it. Guys, like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort to give me that motherfucking thumbs up, so you might as well do it. All right, and don't forget to click that bell notification because it keeps us all connected, okay, in this beautiful community, all right? Imagine Dern riding Cowgirl. Oh my gosh. I don't want to imagine that, guys. I don't want to imagine that, guys, because there might just be an uproar. All right, there might be an uproar, so I don't want to say that right now. But I tell you what, man, we gotta give credit. We gotta give credit where credit's due. And you know, Mackenzie Dern, she put in that work. She put in that work. You know what I mean? And I can't lie. I'm thinking about getting those VIP tickets. You know what I mean? Just to see her up close and personal. I think I might just do it. You know what I mean? I get to kill two birds with one stone if I do that. You know, because I get to see Mackenzie Dern's up close, um, and then I also get to see uh, Dudakova. I get to see Dudakova. I don't know if you guys know who Dudakova is. But if I get to experience both of those girls in one night, in Mackenzie Dern's and uh, Dudakova, I think I could just die and go to heaven, guys. To be honest, I could just die to go to heaven, man. That Russian girl, I don't know if you guys know who that Russian girl is, but she is bad. She is bad. She got those eyes. She got those eyes. Uh, I'm the new big dog in the yard, and I just pissed all over the cage. Another Israel Adesanya quote, which that one was not bad. That one was actually a good one, guys. That quote was a good one. It wasn't bad at all. I like that one. But the one you said before, trash. Straight trash. All right. But yeah, guys, I think I might just get that VIP ticket to experience, Mackenzie Dern's backside, and maybe a glance at Dodakova's, backside as well. Look, Dodakova is just so fine. That girl is. You guys gotta check her out. She's a toughie. She's a tough girl, and don't get me wrong. When she wears her hair in a cornrows, she looks badass. Don't get me wrong. But when she has her hair down and she's out and about, I tell you what. Oh my gosh. But yeah, guys. Anyways, experience both of them in one night is a wild statement. I don't think that's a wild statement, guys. All right, I don't think that's a wild statement at all. I'm not gonna have. I'm gonna leave him like Ricky Martin botched. So, yo, you bringing up all the quotes now. What the hell? And I don't think that was crazy to say that, guys. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. I get to kill two birds with one stone with this VIP ticket, okay? And I might just do it, man. I just might do it. I get to experience both of them in one night. Why not? You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah. Why not? Hell yeah. Sign me up. Sign me up, baby. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. Like and subscribe. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. I don't know what you're doing for the holidays, but hopefully you're set. Hopefully you're at where you gotta be. Because traveling is very hard through the holidays, especially now. If you're traveling through the holidays, be safe. All right, whichever way you're traveling, be safe. All right, be vigilant. There's crazy motherfuckers out here. You know what I mean? Crazy motherfuckers out here just looking for an opportunity just to fucking just strike. All right, so be safe out there, guys. We are reaching the 45-minute mark, guys. I didn't even intend to go on the live today, but I said, you know what? It's almost Christmas. The new year is almost here, so might as well go on the live, okay? Might as well go on the live and chit chat and banter with some people on here. Let me see who's fighting on this card right here. I want to see who's fighting on this card, on the Strickland card, because this card is stacked too, from what I saw. Yeah, this card is stacked. Let me see. 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 Yeah, this is a good card, man. I like this card. I like this card a lot. I really do. Man, Tracy Cortez is still not fighting. Where the hell is she? It's Tabitha, Ricky, and Pauliana Viana for me. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Those are, I mean, those are badasses, literally. You know, I mean, no point intended. No, actually, yes, point intended. Yeah, for sure. I'm inspired that Wyman, Ferguson, and Home won't quit. If you say that, if you actually, you know what, man? I need Tony Ferguson to quit. All right, I need Tony Ferguson to walk away from mixed martial arts. I need Tony Ferguson to never get 10 feet from an arena. All right, that's what I need to see. And when it comes to Chris Weidman, look, man, if Chris Weidman wants to continue fighting, then you go ahead and you continue fighting, Chris Weidman. You go ahead and you continue getting knocked the fuck out, collecting CTE, okay? And hopefully your dad doesn't walk into the octagon again and grab the mic and say, "He's still my son." You freaking idiot. All right, so when it comes to Chris Weidman, just do what you want. All right, do what you want. All right, get knocked out, collect CTE, have your dad go into octagon, steal the, you know, the mic and scream that he still loves you. All right, because that's probably the only exciting thing that's going to happen moving forward for Chris Weidman. But now, when it comes to Tony Ferguson, I need him. I need the UFC to revoke him from ever coming into a fight or ever again. Okay, ever again. Ferguson looks swift on the wooden dummy. I bet you he does. I bet you he does look swift. All right, but that's not gonna help him out there. Obviously, it hasn't helped him. You know, man, Tony Ferguson, man. Oh my gosh, Tony Ferguson. Oh fuck. Tony Ferguson, fucking shit, man. Motherfucker, man. Tony Ferguson. Nah, honestly, man, oh my gosh, when you look at this, oh my, it just makes me want to cry. It literally makes me want to fucking cry when I look at this beautiful record. He had such a beautiful record. He was killing people from 2013 and maybe even early. Oh my gosh, even earlier than that. Oh my god, even earlier than that. He was getting W's since 2009, from 2009 all the way 2019. Holy shit. That is fucking crazy. So okay, so 1, 2. Holy shit. So in a 9-year, or no, it's more than 9 years. In a 10-year span, Tony Ferguson only lost 2 times. 2 times. When he was on that fucking, just on that roller coaster of just murking people. And then all of a sudden he got on just on a bad losing streak. It's just like one day you wake up and you're just not in your prime. And I need Tony Ferguson to walk away. What's next for Francis the Predator? Anything really. You know, Francis Ngannou has done himself a favor, okay? He walked away from the UFC, the bully, and what the UFC is, and Dana White talking about Francis isn't a good man. How is he not a good man? Because he walked away from the UFC and got more money than any other UFC fighter in history. Okay, so when it comes to Francis Ngannou, the guy could do anything he wants. He has one more fight on his contract for PFL, guys. Okay, and if he fulfills that, he can walk into any organization he wants to. Okay, the guy doesn't even have to fight ever again if he wants to. All right, maybe he will take on that Tyson Fury fight and that rematch again. You know, since Tyson Fury is on a double losing streak. He would have been on a 3-fight losing streak if they would have given Francis Ngannou that fight, because I thought Francis Ngannou beat Tyson Fury. And that's just the truth, guys. But that is my predictions and what might happen for Francis Ngannou, and maybe he has some options. Definitely has some options and choices. I'm still waiting on the Chandler McGregor fight. Michael Chandler McGregor is not happening, okay? But guess what? You know, this afternoon, Paddy Pimblett actually tweeted something that was very entertaining. He tweeted, I said yes, my opponent said yes, see you at the top. Which, you know, has a lot of people saying that he's alluding to fighting Michael Chandler. So we just might see Michael Chandler fight Paddy Pimblett March 22nd in London. Leon Edwards headlines that card. Co-main event, Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett. Hopefully Michael Chandler doesn't go in there and cheat, like I said, guys. And I think that's the fight that's going to happen next. Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett, March 22nd in London as co-main event. Conor McGregor will not be coming back to the UFC. He will not be coming back to the octagon. He will be walking away for sure. I don't think the UFC wants that type of business. Can't believe Francis survived this Sahara Desert and rowing across the ocean. I can't believe that either, man. That was very entertaining. That was very entertaining to read. Don't get me wrong, it's a very sad story. But very entertaining to read, man. Very entertaining to read. They need to make that into a movie. All right, they need to make that into a movie. But then again, they haven't even, you know, really made a good movie of Mike Tyson. I'm still waiting for the Mike Tyson fight. I mean, Mike Tyson fight. The Mike Tyson movie. They still haven't came out with a really, really good one. You know, I would have loved to see Jamie Foxx pull that off. Especially with Jamie Foxx. He's always doing these different characters. And he's always very, very good at doing that. So I would have loved to see Jamie Foxx play Mike Tyson, but I don't know if that's going to ever happen, guys. I've been on for 52 minutes, guys. I'm about to get out of here. I did not expect to be here for an hour, guys, but I think I'm going to get out of here in the hour mark. Let's make it to an hour, and then I'm out of here. But like and subscribe, guys. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort to give me that motherfucking thumbs up, so you might as well do it, okay? And you can share, okay? You can share as well. Do you 100% believe that Francis really rowed across the ocean? I mean, anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. You know what I mean? Anything is possible, especially if you're you know, if you're already desperate and you're already, you know, death was at your doorstep already, and you've seen death and you stared at death multiple times. The things the human mind, you know, is capable of is beyond, you know, anything that the human mind can actually comprehend. So to answer your question, do I believe it? It doesn't matter if I believe it or not. What matters is that everything that he went through in his life made him the person that he is today, and that's the important part of it. You know what I mean? The story is great and all. You know what I mean? And it doesn't really matter if I believe in it. But what matters is that it's his story, and you know, that story was able to make the man that that we see today. So that's great. That's awesome. So if he did row across the ocean, you know, and run across the Sahara Desert, 400 miles or whatever it might have been. If he did do all that, I commend him, man. You know, I commend him. And it makes me even appreciate life even more. It makes me appreciate the fact that I'm sitting in my seat right now. You know, it makes me appreciate just the little things. You know, it makes you appreciate the fact that I have like running water. I have a toilet that I could take a shit in. I have electricity. I appreciate it all, because when I read stories like that, you know, and there, you know, there's some truth in those stories. You know what I mean? And it might be all true, you know, like no running water, you ain't got no clean water, no good source of food, you know, you're struggling. Yeah, man, it's just it just makes you appreciate life. He sailed from France to Spain. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I Google Francis Sahara Desert to get more details. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's a far journey. That is a far ass journey, man. That's a far ass journey, bro. I think you could have taken a train. You know what I mean? From France to Spain, you could have taken a train. But maybe he had no money. I don't know. I have no idea. But I tell you what, if he was running from the police, it would have been very hard with a guy his stature to run away. Just because he would have been seen anywhere. You know, he's just this big gigantor guy. What's your opinion on ancestry DNA tests? I know recently I read, I keep bringing out these. Oh man, I read, but it's just the truth. I read a lot. I read, especially I try to read informative things. So when it comes to that whole ancestry DNA thing, I read it earlier, maybe a month ago, something about that company that was in charge of those DNA tests actually had a leak. They actually had a breach, and all that information now, got exposed and whatnot. And yeah, now your DNAs, it might be in the hands of somebody else, some Russian, doing some science experiments out there in Russia. So when it comes to that whole ancestry DNA thing, I think you just have to be very, very careful what you're doing, because I mean, you think you're just putting, your DNA into, a little valve and sending it off into a company, but you got to understand what that company is about. You got to understand how that company goes about, with their security, and how accurate, you know, how accurate are they as well. So I mean, it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing for you can I guess know your history and know where and pinpoint, specifically where you come from. Is good, and it's intriguing to know that. Since I was adopted as a baby, I sent the test in 2 weeks ago. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. That's awesome, bro. You're gonna get to know you're gonna get to know a lot of information about yourself. You know what I mean? And yeah, yeah, man. For me, if I was to check out my DNA tests, I would want to know. I would want to know, basically just the gist of, like, you know, what race specifically am I? What race am I more of? You know what I mean? Because I'm Hispanic, because both my parents are Hispanic, but I'm pretty sure, because just because, my father comes from a specific area, and in this specific area, you have Spaniards come into that area as well. Um, so I just wonder specifically, what I'm made of. Am I, some type of indigenous as well? So yeah, just good to know. Definitely good to know. But yeah, guys, we have reached the 59-minute mark. I'm about to get out of here soon at the hour mark. Okay, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. All right. Lots of people are finding out that their mothers cheated, and dad isn't their biological father. Yeah, man, a lot of that is happening, unfortunately. You know what I mean? A lot of that is happening, unfortunately. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The lucky thing about that is that, uh, for the child, at least, if you live a good life and you live in your own life, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. So in the long run, if you do and you did build a relationship with your, the father that raised you, hopefully that relationship is good. Hopefully that relationship is good. And if that relationship isn't good, then obviously it was for a reason. You know what I mean? It was for a reason. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, guys. That is happening. That happens a lot. You know what I mean? A lot, a lot. Hispanics are usually a mix of indigenous, white, and black. I mean, yeah, yeah. That's what I've been told. That's what I've been told. But yeah, I would like to look definitely into the specifics, right? Because I want to see what I'm more of. Like maybe I might be, 60% of indigenous or whatever, and then the rest might be a mix between Spaniard and some other you know some other race or whatnot. Um, so yeah, I would like to know. That would be cool to know that. But then again, you know, sometimes that stuff don't matter. Especially if you're not adopted and your immediate family, then whatever is whatever, right? But yeah, guys, I'm about to get out of here. It's been an hour and a minute, almost an hour and 2 minutes and going, guys. It is what it is. We're gonna keep going just for a little bit more. Why not? Why not keep going just for a little bit more? Just because I want to. Why not? And if I am like more of something, like let's say if I'm like more of indigenous, like if I'm more of a specific race, I would like to pinpoint, what I mean, where that specific race came from. And yeah, I would like to know where they came from. What are they about? What are their heritage? What are their heritages, and what they beliefs are. I would like to know all that, and if I get to visit them, that would be awesome. Because in the next, I want to say, um, what is it? The next, because I'm about almost 2 years into my 4 year plan. So like I'm halfway to my 4 year plan. So I'm like almost 2 years into my 4 year plan. So like after the 4 year plan, I do plan to travel, and I think that would be a good time to like pinpoint that whole situation. I think that'll be cool. That'll be cool. Some agents be getting the test just to find out they're 100% Chinese. Oh, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. But that's not the case. Some of them are like Mongolian. Some of them are Mongolian or something else. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, but yeah. I just discovered that Big Pun died at 800 pounds. Big Pun did not die at 800 pounds. Get the fuck out of here. He was losing weight. He was not at 800 pounds. Was he at 800 pounds for real? He might have been. You know what I mean? He might have been at 800 pounds. He might have weighed a ton. He might have weighed like 1,200 pounds. You know what I mean? To be honest. And then he was losing weight. And he probably weighed at 800, and he called that losing weight, which it was. But yeah, man, that's crazy. What? Big Pun? Look, oh my God, that's a damn. My 3 year plan cannot be shorted. Unfortunately, will take the full 3 years. Yeah, yeah, same situation with me, man. I'm two, like I said, I'm 2 years. I'm about almost 2 years into my 4 year plan, and yeah, it's not gonna come any quicker than 4 years. My mathematic and my data are really really good. I am ahead of schedule though. That's why I say more than 2 years. You know what I mean? I am ahead of schedule, so that's a good thing. But stay right, stay right there. Stay right there in the pocket. That's what, we engineers say. Stay right there in the pocket and stay focused. And when you do achieve that, that goal finally, it's gonna feel that much better, man. It really is. It's gonna feel that much better, man. I have I have as many years as it takes planned. Oh, that's what's up, man. That is what's up. As many years as it takes, plan. That is what's up, man. Phew. Hopefully it doesn't take you a lifetime. Because if it takes you a lifetime and then that's it. You're dead. You don't get to really enjoy the fruits of your labor. So I hope you're the best, man. I hope you're the best, and yeah. Hopefully it works out for you, man. Hopefully it works out. I tried everything to shorten it. Nah, no, don't try anything, man. Don't try everything, don't try anything either. Don't be one of those, you know what I mean? Don't try everything and anything, you know what I mean? Stay focused, you know what I mean? Stay focused, stay true to who you are, and everything will come to you, man. Everything will come to you, you know what I'm saying? Everything will come to you, man. Especially if you're doing good. If you're doing good in life, especially in this lifetime, if you're doing good in this lifetime and you're not doing any, plotting and planning and, on other people and wishing the bad upon other people, um, you're gonna get good karma, man. You're gonna get good karma. So just stay focused. Stay focused. I'm slightly ahead of schedule, sort of. That's good, man. Stay ahead. It's even if you're on schedule, you know what I mean, or slightly ahead of schedule. That's good. You know what I mean. That is good. Just try not to fall behind. Don't you know what I mean? Stay strong. Try not to fall behind the schedule. Stay right there. Like I said, stay right there in the pocket, and stay focused, man. You know what I mean? Because you gotta enjoy. You gotta enjoy your fruits of your labor, man. You gotta enjoy the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean? You gotta start. As an adult, you know what I mean. You gotta start breaking things down into increments, and instead of looking at the goal, right? Instead of looking at the goal itself, you got to start breaking down that goal. And as you're breaking down that goal, though, what I mean, that's what is gonna set you up, for success, for you can actually reach that shit. Because there's been so many fucking times that I had a goal and I tried and I tried and I just I, I I couldn't pinpoint it. I couldn't get it. And yeah, um, I was once told I was once told by a good friend of mine. I consider him a good friend of mine. But he was a teacher when I was in high school. He was one of my teachers, and to this day we still stay in communications. Very very cool guy. But he once told me on one of my projects that I had great ideas, but I had poor execution, and I took that to heart. I took that to heart to life. You know what I mean? And now, what I mean, is sort of like where those ideas now that I have, those ideas now is going to be mixed with maturity, and maturity is going to be mixed with great accuracy. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Your 4 year plan is long as your 4 year plan is a long ass time. I don't think a 4 year plan is a long ass time, especially if you're halfway through that 4 years. You see, I'm 2 years into that 4 year plan. So for me, I'm almost done. That's the way I look at it. It's sort of like looking at it as when I work out. Like when I work out and I go on a run, and I might, let's say I'm running a 3 mile run, and I hit that 1.5 mile mark. I'm right when I hit that 1.5 mile mark, and I look at my watch. I'm like, okay, I'm almost done. That's literally what I say to myself at that halfway mark. I tell myself, man, I'm almost done. So that's the same kind of mindset that I have right now. So like when somebody tells me, "Oh yeah, a 4-year plan, man, that sounds long as hell." Well, not for an accurate and a good plan. Good plans, they're not executed overnight. You know what I mean? They're not written overnight. It takes steps. It takes steps to get there. And now, yeah, I'm 2 years into my 4-year plan, which makes me, at the halfway mark. Which in my mind, I am almost finished. So it's not that long at all, guys. You know what I mean? If you have a goal, set to it. You're gonna have people telling you, man, that goal is fucking, an 8-year goal, man. That's so long. Wow. Well, at the end of it, you're gonna really appreciate the outcome. You know what I mean? You're gonna really appreciate the outcome because you stayed focused and you didn't let anyone or anything basically slide you to a new direction. You know what I mean? So it's just like when a person goes to school. When a person goes to school and they go to college, and when you go to when a person goes to college for a specific degree. I'm not talking about like a business degree. That's not a degree. A business degree, I could learn that myself. Like literally, I can go and get business books at the library, and I could learn most likely more than what the freaking professors are gonna teach me at what I mean, at these universities when it comes to a business degree. I'm talking about actual like degree, like a doctor. You know what I mean, like a person who specializes in anatomy or something like that, or you know what I mean, or a engineer. You know what I mean, like a person like that, like a civil engineer or something like that, or those type of degrees. Like those type of degrees take a very long time to achieve, and the reason why is because, like I said, nothing comes easy when it comes to something being very, very difficult to achieve. And if you want to be a part of a certain group, that's not going to be an overnight thing. Not even a 4-year plan. Sometimes that it doesn't even set you up to be there. Not even a 10-year plan. You know what I mean? So just set yourself up, set yourself up right the best way that you can. You know what I mean? How you doing, lightning person? How you doing, Bill? How you doing, mate? How you doing? Hopefully you guys are having a good one. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up. I've been on here for 72 minutes, okay? That's an hour and 12 minutes, guys, okay? I've been on here for a very long time. There's nobody else doing this right now. There's nobody else right now doing the lives right now, right before Christmas, telling you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, guys, okay? 10 years, I can't imagine. I mean, yeah, 10 years. Can you imagine? I mean, there's some doctors, out there that they go to school for like, they straight up go to school for like 7 years. And then after their 7 years, they still got to go to med school. And med school is another 5 years. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 years. That's 12 years of school. And you got to understand, too, you better hope that all of 12 years you kicked ass and you killed it. Because if you have any setbacks, obviously those 12 years could turn into a very, very long time. So yeah, man, there's people out there doing that right now as we speak, and I commend those people because those are the people that are, basically building a good foundation for themselves and their families. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, yeah. You got to break it down into increments, man. A 10-year plan, turn that into a 3-year plan, and then progress from that. And then by the end of it, you're gonna be like, oh shit, that was a 10-year plan, and I achieved it finally in the 10 years. You just gotta stay focused. You gotta stay focused, and I pay off loans. I mean, that's yeah, you got to pay off the loans, but that's a little far fetched. You know what I mean? That's a little far fetched there. You know what I mean? Because in reality, when you become when all right, for instance, let me look at something. Let me just look at something really fast. Uh, Let me look at something. All right. So if you're a physician, all right, I'm not even talking about a surgeon, all right, because a surgeon, I have a friend, and she specializes in doing back surgeries, and um, Yeah, I don't want to give specifics about what she gets paid just because that's my friend and I'm not going to do that to her. But I'm just going to, all right, I'm just going to give you an example. As a regular physician, as a regular doctor, okay, as a regular physician doctor, the medium wage, just the medium, all right, just the medium, you're getting paid $239,000 a year. I repeat, that's $239,000 a year, and that's just the minimum. Like, so when I say the minimum, that's like what a person at minimum wage, if you're working for minimum wage, that will be the minimum pay for a doctor starting out is $239,000 as a physician. Okay, now let's say you get the cheaper, let's say you get the cheaper route, right? Where since that's the median pay, you get the starting out pay. So let's say the starting out pay is like right around, I don't know, 150, half of that, right? Half of the 239. So let's say you're getting paid 150 after taxes, you're probably gonna get like 120, right? So let's say you're getting 120 on the cheap side. At $120,000, those loans don't look so heavy. You know what I mean? Those loans don't look so heavy at $120,000 a year. You know what I mean? And I'm putting that as a low end because I know for a fact they get paid much more than that. But I'm putting that as a low end. So your student loans is definitely going to be worth it, especially if you get a degree in that nature. Now, like I said, if you get a different degree, like a business degree or anything like that, you're not going to see your fruits of your labor unless you're doing true business. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people out here who got a business degree and they're getting paid $50,000 a year, and that just don't make sense. And they're working for a company, which don't make sense to me either. I see the loans are probably a bigger issue for lower paying degrees. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. The loans are definitely the bigger issue for lower paying degrees, for sure, and for, for what you call it, for degrees that you can't really get a job for. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who went into industries and now they can't even get a job. There's a lot of that going on. I know a woman who got a doctorate in physical therapy yet owes $143 and crying about 30% of her pay going to taxes. 140 owes 143K. I mean, what school did she go to owe 143K? That would be my first question. Because it sounds to me that doesn't sound like a general issue because it seems as if it seems as if you're bringing up this topic and this woman because it relates to the topic that we're talking about. But in my opinion, it doesn't relate to the topic that we're talking about because it seems to me that this woman is an idiot. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, this woman is a fucking idiot. Because if you're owing 143K, why are you owing 143K in student loans? Why is it that much? I mean, there's other opportunities for you to actually down pay, I mean, your loans. There's grants out there. There's multiple things that you can do. You can go out there. I actually, when I went to a community college. When I went to community college, I actually was taking college classes when I was a senior in high school. Because when I was a senior in high school, I graduated early. I actually graduated in December because I had all my credits. But I decided to not graduate in December because I didn't want to graduate by myself. I wanted to graduate with my friends, so, which was in the summertime. So I ended up just waiting. But during that period, during that waiting period, I had to take classes to stay in high school. So what I did was I pre-enrolled myself to a community college that was associated with my high school. So through that community college, I actually build, you know what I mean? Like I actually build my college credits, and even with building my college credits and um getting my fuck, I forget what you call it. Well, getting my credits basically. Even though I'm in high school, I didn't have to pay for that. So you see, like, there's things that you can do for you to go around you paying for college. And one way was that I found out by a nice, she was a counselor over at the high school that I was in. Her name is Mrs. Banks. She was one of the nicest counselors that I ever had. She guided me through high school, basically. Um, she told me that, and once I found that out, that I could get college credits for free, just by enrolling into a community college, I started doing that. So there's ways that you can pay down your student loans. You know what I mean? So for someone to have $143,000 in debt, that's not a general problem. That's a you problem. You're an idiot problem. I can find out and send her YouTube video on the next stream. She's crying about her pay not cutting it down 30, going to taxes when the loan's on top of that. Yeah, you're right. She was an idiot. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're an idiot. In my opinion, you're an idiot. You know what I mean? If you fall into that type of mess and you end up having to owe all that money, that means you didn't do the data of what it would cost you to go get that degree. And not only did you not get that data, but did you even do the data to find out, you know what I mean, what percentages of your wages would be taken out after you get your degree, and would it be worth it? Would it be worth your while to get that degree based on that? That sounds like a you problem. Why college university is so expensive in the U.S.? Yeah, that's basically the number one debt in America is student loans. That's the number one debt in America is student loans, and it's crazy to me because if you really look at it, guys, we live in a funny time. We might be in the most funniest times in history, because if you look at it, we should be right now we should be some of the smartest creatures ever. Based on the technology that we have right now, we should be some of the smartest ever. But instead, we have people going to college to come out with apps. We have people going to college to come out with softwares for filters for apps. You see where I'm going? Like it's just stupid, right? It's just so dumb. Back in the day, people went to college for important things. You know what I mean? For important things, for like for electricity. Like I said, to be a doctor, to to be an engineer. You know what I mean? To be a scientist. All this, you know what I mean? Yeah, people are going to school for the wrong reasons. My sister owes 85 in loans for her health science BC and LPN training, but couldn't pass the exam. Woo! That's another you problem. That's another you problem. If you know for a fact, right? If you know for a fact that you're stepping into or whatever you call it, what do you call it? You're stepping into a career that consists of you taking tests, and you have to stay up to date on that tests. You have to know that. You have to know that. You know? So it's like you can make 50K with no education. You definitely can make 50K with no education. You definitely can make 50K with no education. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, things are getting much more expensive. They are. Things are getting much more expensive. You just got to do your best, man. You just got to do your best. You got to do your best and just position yourself in the right place. You know what I mean? You got to position yourself in the right place. And, yeah, But yeah, guys, I think I'm out of here, guys. I've been on here for 84 minutes. I did not think I would be on here for this long. We're going back to the main topic just to swing it right back around. If Paddy Pimblett is fighting Michael Chandler, this might be the year we see Michael Chandler fall off of the top 10. Michael Chandler will fall off the top 10. I repeat that. And Paddy Pimblett, we just might see him break into the top 10. He might just take Michael Chandler's spot, which is ranked 7th, and Michael Chandler just might fall to the 13th, and that's where Paddy Pimblett is, guys. That is the breaking news. Hopefully that is true. According to Paddy Pimblett, he's alluding to it. So we shall see, guys, okay? But you guys have a good one. You guys have a blessed one, all right? And you already know, guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, okay? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. I'll try to get a live in, in the next few days, but we shall see, guys. We shall see. Stay blessed and be good, all right? You already know.